going on, guys? JD from New York here, and this is number 95, part number 3 for your TLC Sunday. This is Off The Script. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this Sunday morning. The number one fucking source for everything WWE, and the number one fucking podcast in your subscription box right here on YouTube.com. I have exciting news, bro. I have exciting news, man. There's a new t-shirt coming to Pro Wrestling Tees, and it's going to be one that's going to be flying off the fucking shelves, man. How many times have I said about the Big Show and Kane? More notably, the Big Show. Get off my fucking TV. It's now a shirt. It is now a fucking official Off The Script t-shirt, man. You guys are going to see the final product in just a few days. I got to send payment over to Pro Wrestling Tees, man. One of their artists over there did a fucking beautiful job about designing this t-shirt, man. I can't wait to show you the final product. Some of you, if you follow me on Twitter, have already seen it. He added a little bit of a nicer touch to it. He added the Off The Script logo to it. He added my YouTube link to it. It looks fucking beautiful, man. It blows the original prototype Off The Script t-shirt out of the water, man. And there's going to be more themed t-shirts to go along with Off The Script and what we do here, man. I'm going to probably get some out once every 2 months, man. That's my goal for that. I want to build a nice little shop there on Pro Wrestling Tees, because we are, like I always say each and every week, the number one source for WWE right here on YouTube.com, man. We don't bullshit. We are brash. We tell you like it is, how it's supposed to be, and we give you the logic behind what WWE is doing, man. That's what we do here, and I love doing this each and every fucking week for you guys as we get closer to 100 episodes, and we are well over 35,000 subscribers and growing, guys. Thank you so much for your continued love and support. Twitter, at JD from NY206, if you guys want to tweet along with me live tonight while I'm drinking a beautiful cold beverage during TLC. If you guys are going to get my live reactions, follow me on Twitter, at JD from NY206. We'll be taking the big poll. Will Big E's gyrating or Xavier Woods' hairstyle be better than TLC, man? Find out the results later on tonight. I'll be back here on YouTube.com after the pay-per-view goes over there for the official WWE TLC 2015 Tables, Ladders, and Chairs review right here on YouTube.com. Don't miss that. If you guys want to donate to the show, you can always do that. PayPal link is down in the description. You can definitely go to Pro Wrestling Tees and buy the prototype t-shirt. WWE Off The Script. That is ProWrestlingTees.com/WWE Off The Script. And if you're not subscribed to this fucking channel, I don't know what the fuck you're waiting for, man. I really don't. I don't know. You want wrestling? This is where you need to be. Alright? And let's get into the news, guys. I got a lot of news to go over. I got big news on Daniel Bryan. I got big news on A New Day. I got big news on John Cena's eventual return to the WWE. And I got big news on NXT TakeOver Dallas. Announced today for WrestleMania 32 weekend. This Wednesday, NXT TakeOver London will finally come to life as we see Bayley versus Nia Jax for the NXT Women's Championship and Finn Balor versus Samoa Joe for the NXT Championship, among many other matches. I will also be reviewing NXT TakeOver London immediately as the show goes off the air on the WWE Network. That is a 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time start time here in the States, and that's going to be 8 p.m. for you guys overseas in Europe. But I will definitely be reviewing the pay-per-view live after the show goes off the air around 5 p.m. It should be about 5:30 on Wednesday night. The event was originally announced by Triple H at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn in August. In similar fashion, Triple H has announced the next NXT TakeOver special. Triple H posted the following on Twitter. This is the ticket you're going to want at WWE NXT. The TakeOver continues Hashtag NXT TakeOver Dallas, April 1st. Tickets on sale, $12.19. So any of you guys who are watching me are going to WrestleMania, you better cop your ticket for NXT TakeOver Dallas. That will sell out before you can even fucking breathe. And that's going to be one of the biggest takeovers, if not the biggest takeover of all time. Last year, NXT had an event during WrestleMania weekend, but it wasn't televised. Due to the success of NXT in 2015, WWE feels that a takeover special during WrestleMania weekend is earned. Absolutely. NXT TakeOver Dallas will take place on April 1st, 2016, only 2 days before WrestleMania 32. As of this writing, no matches have been announced. This is WWE.com official statement for the event. Just 2 days before WWE invades AT&T Stadium for the show of shows, WrestleMania 32, the WWE Universe will get to see the superstars of tomorrow on the biggest stage at NXT TakeOver. WWE COO Triple H announced on Twitter that the next edition of the highly acclaimed series of WWE Network live specials is coming to Dallas on Friday, April 1st, 2016 at the Kay Bailey Hutchinson Convention Center in Dallas. NXT has made a huge impact in 2015 as it grew into a worldwide phenomenon, including sold-out specials in Brooklyn, New York, and London. 2016 looks to be even bigger for NXT as it gets ready to debut in the Midwest this January, as well as NXT TakeOver in the Lone Star State. NXT TakeOver is the latest addition to what is sure to be a thrilling week in Dallas that already includes WrestleMania Access, the WWE Hall of Fame induction ceremony, Monday Night Raw, and the pop culture phenomenon that is WrestleMania. Tickets for the historic NXT TakeOver in Dallas will be available starting Saturday, December 19th. For more information on tickets for this can't-miss event, visit Ticketmaster.com. It's going to be great, guys. So if you're going to WrestleMania, make sure you get your tickets or try to at least attempt to get your tickets. I'm going to be jelly. So NXT TakeOver in Dallas is announced April 1st, 2016. It is going to be fucking unbelievable. If Brooklyn, NXT TakeOver Brooklyn, was any indication of what WWE can do during a big event, this is going to fucking blow everything out of the water, man. I can't wait to see it. And NXT is unbelievable, man. I can't wait for TakeOver London. Can't wait for Wednesday, man. It's going to be an exciting night. Me, off from work. I'm home. Cold beer. NXT TakeOver review. Going to be a damn good day off, guys. I can't wait to bring it to you. And remember, Wednesday I will be reviewing NXT TakeOver London. All right? Moving on to the next piece of information. I got news on Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch originally wanted to go to TNA. WWE Diva Becky Lynch was on the latest edition of Talk is Jericho with Chris Jericho. Lynch hasn't gotten the spotlight to tell her journey in wrestling. During the interview with Jericho, the Last Kicker discussed how that nickname came about, but her move to Orlando, Florida, because TNA was in the same city, training to be a clown, and her WWE tryout. You can listen to the full Y2J interview with Becky Lynch if you got iTunes or Android, podcast1.com. She said about her tryout in WWE, it was just a lot of drills, lots of rolls, and it came down to just doing cardio and just how you moved in the ring. And then promos and so. Promos are like my favorite thing in the world, and then just telling your story. And I think because I worked on my promos so much, I just felt like I was happy to be back in the ring. Whether I was good at it or not, it was just an energy. About her tryout, she was told that Vince McMahon might not be looking for her type and might be looking for models instead. They said that they liked me and that I did well. They said, we never know. They might just be looking for models. So it depends what day you show up on Vince McMahon's desk. And I was like, okay, but I had faith. Lynch's real name is Rebecca Knox. Knox claimed that she wanted to keep her own name, but WWE wanted to have her have an Irish name. I kind of wanted to keep my own name. Yes, my real name is Rebecca, and I've got 20-something years of putting my name into other words. Lynch continued. And then they just needed Irish names, and then Lynch was just one that came up. But I remember the owner of the gym that I was training out of before I got my tryout, the name of the gym was Raw, and his name was Lynch, and I thought that was kind of a good omen. So Rebecca Knox, a.k.a. Becky Lynch, was on the Talk is Jericho podcast on Podcast One. It is definitely worth a listen. I enjoyed it. I listened to the entire thing at work, whether I get to work in the morning and I'm setting up my shop, and I continue to listen to it on my lunch break. And on the drive home, I kind of listened to it in pieces, but it's definitely worth the listen, man. I love Becky Lynch. I think she's fantastic. I hope she has great success in the WWE, and I just wish that the WWE starts utilizing her a lot better. She's awesome in the ring. She did a lot for NXT, and I just hope that WWE sees that they got a great division with a lot of true talent when it comes to females in the WWE, and I hope we see Becky Lynch get that spotlight, man, that she deserves. I think she's great at what she does, and we can only hope that the WWE Divas division is going to blossom into what it really is down like in NXT. So Becky Lynch on Talk is Jericho. If you missed it, podcast1.com on iTunes or Android, okay? Moving on, guys. It is time for a new day in the WWE. New Day debuted a year ago. If you told WWE fans that the New Day would be the hottest thing going in WWE by the present day, few would have believed you. The group has given new life to Big E and Kofi Kingston. It has also given Xavier Woods a great run for the first start of his WWE career. The fact that the New Day is the hottest thing going in WWE today, it's just not that they're current WWE Tag Team Champions or that they're consistently entertaining anytime they grace your television screen. The fact is they now have the numbers to back it up. According to WrestlingInc.com, they cite that they have learned from a source within WWE that the New Day have been doing exceptionally well with merchandise numbers on WWEshop.com and at the WWE live events. In particular, the sales from their t-shirts and socks have been especially good, and those within WWE have taken notice. Xavier Woods' video game gear has also sold quite well. Last week's edition of Monday Night Raw saw a great deal of new merchandise from the New Day, including the group's unicorn horns. Kofi Kingston made a note on Twitter about those horns selling out in just 5 hours. If you guys want to know why the New Day still have the WWE Tag Team Championships, it's because of their merchandise sales. WWE tends to push the people within their company, the WWE superstars, who sell a lot of merchandise. It happened with CM Punk. It happened with Daniel Bryan. It happened with Jeff Hardy. You know, do you think any of those guys would have been in the position that they were given if they did not sell merchandise well? No. Absolutely not. Daniel Bryan wouldn't even be a blimp on WWE's radar if he wasn't selling merchandise. Though the fans were vocal, if he wasn't selling merchandise, that would be a huge red flag to WWE officials. CM Punk, the same thing. CM Punk was neck and neck with John Cena selling merchandise, and when he was at the top of his game in WWE, he was the WWE Champion and selling merchandise, and at most house shows, outselling John Cena. CM Punk had some damn good merchandise. Jeff Hardy, the same thing when he was in WWE. The reason why they gave him the WWE Championship is because every week you'd see Jeff Hardy signs and Jeff Hardy merchandise and Jeff Hardy t-shirts. People wanting to see Jeff Hardy. That's why they gave him a run with the WWE Championship. People wanted him. People were spending their money on Jeff Hardy, and the WWE seen that. So it is what it is, man. If you're going to sell merchandise, you're going to be a hot commodity in WWE, and that's the same thing that's happening with the New Day right now. And the only thing I have a problem with here is that WWE is overexposing them to the point where, you know, they're kind of treading a very, very thin line. You don't want to overexpose them and make the audience sick of seeing them. You want to keep them fresh. You want to keep them entertaining. You want to keep them coming out here week after week after week with original content, making you laugh. While you're watching a dreadful Monday Night Raw episode, New Day would come out and you would hear Big E's entrance, and every time I hear it, I laugh. I find it hilarious, man. I always joke around saying I would love to give Big E money for him to do my entrance, or for him to do my intro for Off The Script, man, in the same way he does the New Day's entrance. I think it's great. I think it's great. And the way the WWE is handling the New Day, they got to handle everybody else on the main roster the same way. Like I said this week on Off The Script already in part 1. You know, I mentioned in my TLC preview and predictions, the reason why the New Day is so great is because they are acting like themselves. This is the New Day in real life turned up. You think Big E, Xavier Woods, and Kofi Kingston are going to act a different way off camera when they're by themselves, hanging out with friends, family? This is them. This is them, man. You know, the New Day is what you see on TV in real life, but amped up. And that's what they got to do with everybody. I wish WWE would take notice of how they handle and treat certain guys and certain superstars in the company and do that with everybody. Instead of giving us forced content, forced promos, scripted promos. Have these guys come out and be relaxed, you know? Have them just go out there and be themselves instead of giving them written, scripted promos by a fucking writer who has no idea what that character is about. And I don't want to repeat myself, but it's fucking true. It's fucking true. So good for a New Day. I'm glad they're succeeding. I was one of those people that said, these guys are fucking garbage. People all across the internet and the dirt sheets were saying, this is going to be canned, and these guys are going to be fucking released. Vince McMahon's already souring on the gimmick, I remember reporting, after fucking 2 weeks. And now look at them. Tag team champions, the hottest thing in WWE right now, because it's fresh. They're exciting, you know? Would they be fresh and exciting if WWE was delivering A++ television? I don't know, man. I don't know, but they would certainly be a vital part of the tag team division. They would be a vital part of WWE's roster, you know? They're exciting. People want to see them. They're fresh. They remind you of what the Attitude Era was, man. Brash, in your face, you know? And they're funny. They're entertaining. All that rolled into one makes you successful on WWE programming. So New Day, congratulations to them. We're going to be seeing a lot more of the New Day, especially if they keep selling merchandise, man. WWE Tag Team Champions going into TLC. I think they walk out of TLC the Tag Team Champions. Erick Rowan could be considered for a wild card in WWE. His character is the white sheep of the Wyatt family. When Rowan returned from an injury in October, he slipped right back into the group, and that's given Bray 3 monsters to guard him. What's curious about Erick Rowan is after he and Luke Harper were set free last year, Rowan really didn't go anywhere as a singles competitor. WWE attempted to make his character a silent yet innocent personality that was forced in the ring with a high IQ, or that was a force in the ring with a high IQ. That didn't get over with the audience, and he got hurt soon after. Currently, he's in the Wyatt family with Luke Harper and Braun Strowman. While Rowan was floating around WWE, Harper went on to become the Intercontinental Champion. Strowman is being built as an unstoppable monster, and he is the black sheep of the group. It's not brought up often, but the perception of Erick Rowan is that he's the weakest member of the Wyatt family right now. Erick Rowan posted an odd video on his Twitter that has ignited a lot of speculation that Erick Rowan is receiving a push to give his character more focus in the Wyatt family and on WWE television. People actually went as far as to say that Erick Rowan's going to get a monster push here. Erick Rowan's not getting a monster push. You know, the reason why WWE wants to focus on Erick Rowan is because Luke Harper has established himself in the Wyatt family. Bray Wyatt really doesn't need any introduction. He's fucking Bray Wyatt. People know who he is. He is the leader of the Wyatt family. He is the enigma. He is the glue that holds that fucking group together. Like I said, Luke Harper has proved his worth, man. He's fucking amazing in the ring. We want to see more of Luke Harper. You know, Braun Strowman, he's been given the monster treatment. He's been treated as a fucking unstoppable force on WWE television, whether he's taking out Tommy Dreamer or he's taking out fucking Roman Reigns or Dean Ambrose, etc., man. He's been built up as a fucking monster. I don't even think he's been knocked off his feet yet, to be honest with you. I really don't. So, I don't see where or how far WWE could go with that. I know Braun Strowman's limited in what he can do in the ring. But, you know, everybody else in the group has been built up in some way, shape, or form. But Erick Rowan, being that he was kind of in the Wyatt family to begin with, was out with an injury and then kind of came back, and there was no announcement of him coming back. All of a sudden on Monday Night Raw, we seen him in the ring. You know, they didn't make mention, oh, Erick Rowan is back. He didn't make no surprise return. You know, the reason why they're doing this, and Erick Rowan is posting videos on his Twitter, is because he is the weakest member of the Wyatt family. Meanwhile, everybody else is being built up and everybody has been established as something. Erick Rowan has nothing. Erick Rowan is nothing. He's the weakest member of the Wyatt family, so they want to get him in some spotlight. They want to show you that he is a dominant member of the Wyatt family, and as a foursome, they are a force to be reckoned with. That's the only thing. Erick Rowan's not getting a big singles push. He's not getting a fucking title push. Nothing along those lines. Erick Rowan is being built and being given time to cut promos on his Twitter because they want to get him into the spotlight and get people to recognize, listen, Erick Rowan is here, Erick Rowan is back, and Erick Rowan is a force within the Wyatt family. That's the only reason why they're doing it. So don't look into it any more than you have to. Since October, John Cena has been off WWE television filming a reality series for Fox called True Grit. The plan in place when he left was a return to TLC this Sunday and challenging Alberto Del Rio for the United States Championship that he lost. However, Del Rio has been announced to face Brock Lesnar next month at the Forum, which I reported on part 2 of Off The Script. If you missed it, link is down below. And John Cena is no longer appearing on that event. Not only that, but there have been no rumblings of the 15-time world champion coming back at TLC on Sunday. However, Cena is due back during WWE's Christmas tour, who is likely to return in a surprise at TLC, or shortly thereafter on WWE television. Of course, John Cena will be a pivotal member of the Royal Rumble in January, and, of course, WrestleMania 32. He's currently rumored to be facing Roman Reigns, please, God no, or The Undertaker in Dallas. Whatever way the wind blows for John Cena at WrestleMania, his schedule will be much lighter than his previous WWE schedule. As of this report, he is not advertised for WWE live events following the Royal Rumble pay-per-view next month. Cena is not expected to work any of the live events between January 29th and February 10th. That's when WWE's tour of Germany ends. He's being advertised for the December 28th Raw in Brooklyn, New York, and unless something changes, that will be his return to WWE television. John Cena coming back. I don't know where they're going to place him, if he's going to be given more time off. I don't know if the WWE is going to be giving him the United States Championship back. They might hold on to something else, or they might have something else in store for him. You know, Roman Reigns versus John Cena does not interest anybody at WrestleMania. That would be a fucking disaster in front of 100,000 people. The way Roman Reigns is being received, and the fact that John Cena is John Cena, and, you know, being in front of the most rowdy, rabid wrestling fans in the world at WrestleMania, that will do WWE no good. A match with The Undertaker is more likely than a match with Roman Reigns, and I hope that's the route that WWE goes. But right now, John Cena supposed to be back in the WWE towards the end of the year. He's going to be at the Rumble. He's going to be at WrestleMania. He's going to be filming his reality show. That should be done any fucking week now. And he's not going to be appearing live between January 29th and February 10th. So keep that in mind. Things can obviously change, but I'm letting you guys know what John Cena is doing and when he's coming back. You know, we all wanted John Cena off our televisions. We all wanted John Cena off Monday Night Raw each and every week. But now we're looking back at that. And I know there's going to be some fucking asshole in the comment, fuck you, Cena, fuck you, JD, I don't have to respect John Cena, he ruined wrestling, he ruins careers, he's a fucking asshole, I hope he dies in a fire, I hope he gets hit by a fucking tractor trailer, I hope he gets his fucking dick cut off by Nikki Bella. You know, the same shit that I hear in the comment section. Every fucking time I mention John Cena, it's always somebody fucking bitching and moaning. It's my fucking show, it's my opinion, leave me alone. But now we're all looking at Monday Night Raw, and each and every fucking week we're always complaining how fucking garbage it is. They got no fucking talent. There's no fucking star power on the show. Now we're looking at John Cena, and me personally, I would love to see John Cena back on Monday Night Raw. I would love to see the US Open Challenge come back. I would love to see what WWE does with John Cena leading into 2016, because we have nothing else. We have nothing else. Would you rather see John Cena, or would you rather see the fucking League of Nations take up fucking 1 hour of your television time going against Roman Reigns? Choose your poison. I take John Cena. John Cena coming back to Brooklyn, New York. Last Monday Night Raw of the year. I hope New York tears them to fucking shreds. Okay, so John Cena coming back December 28th, Monday Night Raw in Brooklyn at the Barclays Center. And finally, guys, top story this week on Off the Script. Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan apparently reaching a compromise with WWE about his in-ring future. Earlier this week, Daniel Bryan admitted that his career in WWE may be over. Bryan had the following to say about his WWE career being stalled by his history of concussions. And I quote, "I think it could be the end of my career in WWE. But I don't think it will be the end of my career. I could find another passion, but it would just be sad because this is what I have been most passionate about since I was 5 years old." The response to this news has obviously been negative, but now Bryan's career has hope for new life. According to an interview with the Straits Times, the former WWE Champion claimed that he is currently in the process of working on a compromise with WWE regarding his in-ring future. "Because of my history with concussions, the WWE medical doctor wouldn't clear me. We're in the process of trying to figure out some compromise. They keep sending me to do more tests, brain MRIs, brain EGs, and all my tests have come back great. to the point where my brain is better than someone my age with no concussion. As of this writing, there isn't an update on Daniel Bryan's return to the ring. At least both sides are talking about bringing him back to the ring. Hopefully this will lead to either a retirement tour or a retirement match with April in Dallas at WrestleMania 32. No retirement tour, no retirement match. Fuck it. Fuck it, man. Bryan needs to be back in the ring. I don't give a shit how irresponsible I sound. I mentioned this a couple of weeks back. You know, Dr. Maroon and WWE have to be careful about this. You know, if everybody else is saying Bryan is okay to go, great. Bryan's ready to go. They could fucking say he is 150%. He's never looked and felt better. But Dr. Maroon, if the WWE puts him back in the ring, and Dr. Maroon, after all this time, all these months, have been saying, no, no, no. Daniel Bryan is not able to be back in the ring. And then Daniel Bryan goes back in the ring because WWE wants him in the ring. And all these doctors are saying he's ready to go, put him back in the fucking ring. And then he gets hurt again. Who's the blame going to fall on? There'll be lawsuits out the fucking ass. Daniel Bryan probably fucking sued WWE. Brie Bella probably sued WWE. Dr. Maroon will probably be fucking torn to shreds. He'll probably lose his fucking job, etc., etc. So WWE has to be careful with this, man. And that's the part that's fucking understandable. I get it. But listen, you know, give the fucking guy a chance. Come to a compromise. That's exactly what it is, a fucking compromise. Bryan wants to wrestle. He doesn't give a shit how he feels. He wants to wrestle because that's what he loves to do. This is his life. This is his passion. He wants nothing else in this world than to go out there and wrestle and entertain and give us his life. Do it. That's the compromise. That's the compromise. No retirement. No fucking retirement match. Fuck that. You know, I would love to see Daniel Bryan back in the ring, but not for a fucking retirement match. He's too young. He's too fucking young, man. Seriously. You know, you got people in UFC, you know, who are at greater risk of injury. You got people in boxing who are at greater risk of injury. You got people in fucking football, NFL, at greater risk of injury. Daniel Bryan will be fine. If he's been tested and if he's been fucking working out and he's ready to go and he's been telling WWE, I'm ready to go. Fucking guy has been training in MMA gyms, getting a black belt in jiu-jitsu, for Christ's sake. One of these MMA trainers have been fucking saying and has been quoted saying, Daniel Bryan looks phenomenal. Phenomenal. Get him in the fucking ring. You know? And like I reported here on Off The Script and nobody else fucking reported it, the reason why WWE won't put him back in the ring is because, and this goes for Dr. Maroon as well, because he's on WWE higher end side, or the higher official side, they won't put him back in the ring because all the plans they got for Roman Reigns would immediately be fucking wasted. Everything that they got planned would go down the fucking toilet because as soon as Daniel Bryan comes fucking skipping down that ramp doing the yes fucking chant, and the entire arena's chanting yes, nobody's going to want to see Roman Reigns. Nobody's going to want to see Sheamus. Nobody's going to give a fuck about anything but Daniel Bryan, especially if he's going to be in the Rumble. Daniel Bryan's in the Rumble. He is going to be the overwhelming fan favorite to win the Royal Rumble. I don't give a fuck who's in there, man. So that's the reason why WWE won't bring him back. That's the reason why Dr. Maroon won't bring him back. It's not because he's not ready to go. It's not because he's not passing medical tests and MRIs and concussion tests. WWE won't bring him back because they don't want Daniel Bryan to ruin WrestleMania for 3 years in a row. They don't want it. They just don't want it, man. So that's the reason. Daniel Bryan right now, tentatively, coming to a compromise with WWE on a possible return. We've been hearing everything about Daniel Bryan, man. He's done. You know, he's got tests after tests. This doctor okayed him. This doctor okayed him. Dr. Maroon won't do it. Now he's coming to a compromise. Fucking crying out loud, for Christ's sakes. Get him back in the fucking ring. That's all we care about. He wants it. WWE needs it. We want to see it. It works out for everybody. That's all I got to say about that. So that is Off The Script, guys. Thank you so much for watching part 3. I'm fucking exhausted, man. I worked a 10-hour shift today, and it's Christmas working retail, man. Fucking hang me. Seriously. Fucking hang me. Get off my fucking TV. I want to fucking pass out like the Big Show. That's how fucking tired I am. But thank you guys for watching this weekend's Off the Script. I will be back tonight with WWE TLC Tables, Ladders, and Chairs 2015 official review. So make sure to tune in for that. Tweet along with me live during the pay-per-view at JD from NY206. Make sure you guys check out the description for all the information. Pro Wrestling Tees, WrestleCrate, DangerZone, JoeCronin, Twitter, Facebook, Google, you name it, man. It's all down there. Go to the description and you'll find everything you need, man. Everything you guys want to find out, all right? So I'm out. This is Off the Script. I'm JD, and I'll see you guys right back here for TLC tonight on the WWE Network. Talk to you guys later.